Alright chaps, we're back at the racetrack. Maxcam's been on hiatus for a while, but we are now at Brands Hatch. The HCR EG is in scrutineering. We've arrived just in time for scrutineering as always. We're doing something a bit different today. This is Thunder Saloons. This is a slightly more open series. The weather is not how I expected it to be. I dressed for sunshine and we've actually got pissing down rain. Such is the UK. So, well, here we are. Everything's ready to go. We missed a little bit of the morning rush just because I was having my breakfast instead of getting involved, but the EG's ready. Resident driver is ready. You're getting more and more colour coded to this car every time I see it, actually. It proper matches the suit now. So the EG has undergone some upgrades since last time we saw it. We'll talk through more of that later, but now away to assembly area for qualifying. First time for Thunder Saloons. So Josh's main rival, I don't know, let's say nemesis on the track is going to be Nick today in his, I think it's what you call like an upmarket Golf. It's got some horsepower, that's for sure. In terms of pace on the track, Nick's got about an extra 100 horsepower to Josh today, but Josh has maybe got a slightly larger aero package than Nick. I'm not sure, maybe they're equal, we'll see. Here we are in the paddock for the Thunder Saloons. Some slightly different vehicles than what we're accustomed to seeing. Josh's car's probably not the most mental car we'll see today, which is a bit of an achievement, isn't it? So, you might ask, Bauer, why have you dusted off the old camera for today? What's so special about it? Have you come out to see some knackered old Jaguars rattle around Brands Hatch Indy? No. The answer is, today is Super Touring Cars and it's Brands Hatch GP. So it's the full circuit. We've got GP today and Indy tomorrow. So it's going to be a full weekend of Brands Hatch action with loads of properly cool cars. Not so much this one, but definitely this one. What are you going to do when you get out there?
Drive fast.
Drive fast. Correct answer.
Yeah, something started probably bouncing the bonnet up and down towards the end. I don't know if it was just the wheels. Do I have a one server up?
EG's qualified really well. I think final position, Josh, was it 8th by the end of it? 6th. 6th on the grid, but really changeable conditions. I thought you were in top 5 But then on that last lap, everybody went better because obviously track conditions.
I think I could have done like, I don't know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Needed one more lap, but...
Well, you had to be a bit more cautious after that little slide that we saw.
Just seeing that Aussie supercar, just, you'll see it on the video, it just went into the pit wall. It wasn't even going fast, but it just spun really well.
Well, I haven't seen that yet, but obviously, viewers, you've already seen it, so... We know why Josh was a little more cautious than maybe what he wanted to be, but the main thing is he's out in the race, which is at 11:45, no, 11:45, right? 11:45, so me and Tiff are going to go and watch some racing.
Yeah, okay.
We'll be back soon. Josh aside, this is what we're here for today. These are the 1990s 2-litre Super Tourers and an Astra. I'm hoping can get a good look around these cars later, but this is their qualifying session. I've never been to see these cars race before. I've only ever watched it on video, so cool to see them out here. What you've just missed is Josh removing his t-shirt to use as a rag, just because, why not? Fucking practical, innit? It's the Josh way. You've got a spare t-shirt right there.
Yeah, I thought I want to stop rolling around on the floor.
Never then. That's no longer suitable for the internet. What I did was I made myself politically correct, yeah.
What was your previous name?
It was that kind of brown kid, but the connotations are too racial, so I had to change it. I know, but it's alright for me to say it.
But not me.
Yeah, obviously you won't have heard that because it will have been beeped out, but Nick just referencing my previous Instagram handle. What are you doing, turning it up so you can make sure Josh don't get past you?
Yes, I'm doing exactly that. I'm loading the Lawton map.
Did you actually have it turned down for the wet conditions or not?
No.
Just use the
I did, yeah.
manual. You did?
Yeah, I turned it down to mid.
Yeah.
Right, it's alright.
Mid guy.
It was sketchy.
And you're going for slicks?
We're going for slicks. You've got to do something to combat a 295 AO52, haven't you?
Well, the boost and the slicks.
Josh has got all of this.
What's it going to be? Peak power now?
I can't say.
All of it.
People watching.
All of it.
All of it. Coming
All
with an
of it.
RSI tonight from the button. I'll bandage my thumb up for tomorrow.
Yeah. So Nick's car, in case you haven't seen it on his channel, it's pretty cool. Lots of cool Badger 5 stuff in here. They've built the engine and
The electronics.
basically the whole electronic system in the car as well. So when it breaks, he blames them and just drops it off, picks it up, upgraded. Had some turbo issues before this meeting, didn't you?
We've had some turbo issues. We changed a few things. Bill and Alex have done a load of work. Been back on the dyno. Found nearly 1,000 RPM on spool, which is night and day. Different gear everywhere.
Wow.
It's back to being what it should be.
Are we talking about that yet?
About
The turbo situation? Okay, turbo situation still embargoed.
There is a turbo. There is some turbo. What am I doing?
Oh,
Turbulence.
the nerves are getting to him.
We've been. I haven't covered the. Yeah.
Okay, well, enough said about that. I won't chuck Prawn under the bus any more than I already have.
Have fun, Joe.
Will do. The cars are prepped and ready. Nick is on the front row. Don't know if I mentioned, but he's got way more horsepower and he's got slicks, so it doesn't really count. Josh is back here with some pretty speedy cars around him, but if we look, slicks, 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 slicks. Not slicks. Slicks, slicks, not slicks. So we're predominantly slicks in the top 10. Josh is the only one really running on treaded tyres, so it's going to be a little bit of a disadvantage, but we've got the sauce, so hopefully he'll be able to keep up with the slick boys. Josh, drive fast.
Will do.
Hello, Joe.
Nick,
Have you got my good side?
drive fast.
I will attempt to drive fast for the wrong wheel drive contingent.
Yeah, do it.
That's the plan, mate.
tear themselves off. Yeah, I know. But the important ones was off. I was overdriving the last car thing, it was super hot. The tyres just wet, I was like grabbing into Graham Hill. I seen the marshals like...
That was a good race for Josh, all the way to the finish. The road tyres gave him a decent advantage at the beginning of the race, as you saw. He was right up on the back of Nick. And then everybody's slicks turned on, which takes a couple of laps in these cars. And then very shortly after that, Nick had a technical issue, which we'll go and talk to him about shortly. And Josh ended up taking 4th position after someone fucking freight trained him towards the end. The lap times fell so much in the latter half of that race, it was ridiculous. I'll put some of the... Well, you can look yourself if you want to look, I'm not going to do it. But the car was going really well. The car didn't slow down, contrary to how it seemed. Just everyone else got very fast. So leaving the car as it is for race 2, add fuel, go again.
A few moments later.
Not even fun, is it?
Yeah, I'm not having a bad day tomorrow.
Can I say that again?
For a change. Not having too bad a day.
Got it on camera. I'll play it back later.
Cheers.
Few small amendments made. There was a little bit of rubbing going on with one of these ABS wires, and the drive shaft is binding quite a lot, so we did consider changing the springs and then having to realign the car, but time's not really going to allow it before this next race, so fingers crossed it survives all the way through, and we'll maybe change that before tomorrow's racing.
You see that? Where are you? That needs lifting up to that, right, with the 17.
Do you remember briefly, I'm talking to the camera really, remember when I said we weren't going to change anything on the car? Well, actually, rear bars getting softened a little bit to try and make the rear tyres do a bit less work, or get slightly less shafted by the 295s on the front. So rear tyres were getting very hot very quick and basically switching off halfway through the race. So I think Josh is planning to try and keep at least something at the rear to avoid all the drifting. Is that right?
Yeah, just trying to neutralise the car in general.
Less drift equal good.
Yeah.
How was the race, Josh? We've not debriefed you since. You were a bit sweaty when you got out of the car.
Good. I've lost the page, I want to show you now. Well, basically I did 36.45 and then a 36.49 consecutive.
That is 2 very, very fast laps. To put that in perspective, what did they do on slicks in that race? Within 34s again?
I don't know, I need to check it.
We need to have a look at that.
I need to see what Nick did as well.
Well, speaking of Nick, here we are, Nick's here.
Oh no!
Oh, that was like a reveal from the OnlyFans.
Hello, Josh. Joe.
Oh, how did you get on?
Josh's tyres overheated and I robbed it.
Yeah, so hopefully by this point you've seen Josh doing a big old drift in front of Nick, and then
cracking,
Nick just stealing that position.
That was, I've got the sun right in my eyes.
Yeah?
Have you got any?
Make
Is that
use of
right?
this gazebo.
That was cracking. That was an amazing race. This man belongs in Thunders. No offence or anything, but forget 750. That's a Thunders car he's built.
Pete Lawton Detailing Services. If you have a CV joint that decides to evacuate all of its grease, just employ Pete and he'll spray brake cleaner on it. He'll not wipe any of it though, don't worry about that.
Just loosen it up.
Pressure washing only. As you can see, there's been a slight CV joint calamity. That used to be yellow, that cup on the bottom of the suspension. Spray that there, let's get some arty shot of that. Too intense, not a chance. We're going for a last minute drive shaft swap, because this one decided to spit all its CV grease out everywhere and make a big mess. And now we're making Another big mess.
That's it. Got you right. It's not too bad to be fair. It's just running down the block.
I'm not in the optimal drive shaft changing outfit. I've managed not to get any CV grease on my yellow t-shirt. What do you reckon to that? Pristine. Josh on the other hand. Just Josh things.
What?
Just saying how impressed I am I've not got any CV grease on the yellow t-shirt, and then there's you. Josh is just rolling his shaft around in his hands to see what's wrong with it. The boot's just split there, so that's why all the grease is ejected. But the grease in this side, how did it look originally, that grease? Was it real grey like that?
Yeah, it's more like a yellowy, it's like that.
But it's not really providing any greasing. It's pretty loose in there. You expect a little bit of like resistance on it, but it's like it's cooked. So probably wise to not use that. So half the reason this shaft is off is because it's been binding pretty bad all day, and you can see where the bearings from the CV joint here have been binding on the inside of the cup to the point where it's actually worn some little clearances in the cup. So that's why he's having the steering issue where he's having to run out wide on the last turn to stop it from binding so much. The issue is that the shaft is slightly too long, so it's pressing into it on compression. It presses into that inner cup. Not something we can fix right here, right now, but luckily not the cause of the main issue. So rebuild and go again. Have you got OnlyFans, Josh? Because this would be perfect content. This is the point where we're going to leave HCR. Shaft's rebuilt and going back into the gearbox. Some drama over here. Yeah, we're going to leave HCR like this because we're going to go and see Kevving and see what's going on with Kev. Kev was meant to be here today, so let's see how he's getting on. So for a little bit of background on this, Kevvin's DC5, which exploded at the Nürburgring quite catastrophically, has not turned a wheel since, but this was the event where it was supposed to return, and it's now going to have a K24 and a new gearbox. So when we arrived at Brands Hatch this morning and Kevving was nowhere to be found and didn't answer the phone and wasn't replying to any messages, obviously we presume that something's gone wrong and he's hiding in his bedroom. Turns out that's exactly right, but I just don't quite know the extent of what's going on with it, so we'll see what's awaiting when we arrive. Just about to pull up now, so give you some of the live action when we pull up. I've come with gifts on the basis that it doesn't look like good news. Ah, Dan's here, he's got a fucking ponytail on the go. Go on, let's have a look.
Mate, I kept
running that glorious.
I kept running over my own hair. It's too long, man.
The gayest one. I took that gayest one.
Yeah, that's the gayest one you could get.
Hey, it's nice that.
Good, yeah.
Can wear that when we go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Right, subframe's out, gearbox is hanging out.
Going back in.
Get what?
No, it's not really.
Ah! He's fucking had me. How you feeling, Kev?
Alright, man. Yeah, I can see light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, man, the boys are on site.
See it, man. It helps massively.
Have you got one of those stickers for me where I can circle mixed?
Exactly.
Ah!
Pure breed paddy.
Alright, let's get this fixed up then so that Kevving can race tomorrow.
What are you doing?
Whee! Return of the disruptor. So Kevin's having to break this box down. I told you a few minutes ago that, well, I told you about 10 seconds ago that Kevin has got a new gearbox after the gearbox catastrophe at the previous race, Silverstone, where it basically burnt all of its oil somehow. However, what Kevin has done,
fuck me, there's two of them.
He's used a secret sauce gear setup, but he's mismatched some parts, so he couldn't engage fourth gear.
No, I couldn't engage it, it just kept falling out.
Yeah, it wasn't fully engaged, was it? Can have a little taste of fourth, but that's all you're getting. Not having the rest of it. So all he's got to do is completely strip and rebuild the gearbox, and then we're good to go. Just a small task.
Give it some. Give it some. Stop tickling it. It's got fucking fresh goo on it now.
You are much better off doing it slowly. Because it's too flexible, you can't really break it. Got to peel it off.
Hey, you know what he's got? You will really enjoy this. Where's the fluid thing?
Huh?
Where's the fluid?
Is it a little pump? Has it got a handle on it?
No, it's very good. Well, your Honda Bond thing. Yeah. Hey.
Whoa, fucking Joe, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna snap it off.
Ideally I need somewhere clean to put this. Look at that.
You ain't getting that.
Yeah, there's not much space in here, Kev, I don't know if you're aware. Kevin is
take all the
done. Right chaps, time check. I don't know if I mentioned yet, but it was an early start for me. Left the house at 4 AM. It's now 5 to 10. Kevin has made great progress. The gearbox is now rebuilt with the appropriate slider and ready to be returned to the vehicle shortly. Dan has been bolting in Kevin's new roll cage, which is actually a race day roll cage now instead of the track day roll cage it was before.
Do you have to use a torque wrench?
That's not correct! It's been brought to my attention that there's actually a list of jobs to do, not just the gearbox or the roll cage.
Yeah, it's quite a lot to do with that, yeah.
So we still do have quite a few things to do. We have to do gearbox intake, kill switch, O2 sensor. We're going to cross that off actually. I'm going to cross that off.
Kill switch?
O2 sensor,
Switch
we're ignoring. Align, no thank you.
Can you pull it from the outside?
Roll cage bolts, Dan's doing it. I can cross that off. Oh, we're sorting this list clean out. Presume we have engine oil because you've driven the car, right?
No, we changed it. She's put the new one back in.
Okay. And bleed coolant will do. Oh, I've just sorted the list clean out, like.
You can't just cross stuff off that we're not done.
It's done. The O2 sensor, we're done with that. The alignment, we're done with that. You didn't see it on camera and it didn't happen. Bolts currently in progress. So I was maybe a bit previous with that, but hey, we live in hope. Ah, yes. Torqued. Why do we need new engine oil, Kev?
Because I put
Have a look at the stuff we put in it.
it's got the word premium written on it.
Oh, is it from the petrol station?
No, it's fully synthetic. It's just not Ester or Motorsport.
The oil wasn't posh enough, so we're gonna put some posh stuff in it.
Just put it in to run the engine.
Yeah. Why didn't we just put the right stuff in the first time?
Because it's expensive.
Oh, just in case it didn't work.
No, it was always the intention. To put it in, you can clean it out.
Oh, so it was just a flush. Fine. Is the engine a fresh build?
No, but it's dirty inside.
It's a new engine.
Hydrocarbons. No, it's old engine.
New to you.
Huh?
New to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kevin's just been removing some hydrocarbons from this engine. This sandwich is staring me in the face. It's about time for some food, I think. I'm gonna arrange food, guys.
Okay.
How do you get it in the speedo drive? From here. A big funnel or something?
Yeah.
11:15.
I don't need to tell you.
Gearbox is in, drive shafts are in. I've crossed off kill switch from the list, if you're keeping track of the list. Kill switch is crossed off. We're now got bleed coolant, engine oil, gearbox and intake Intake should be easy. It looks like it's mostly there apart from the filter.
No. I'm looking at box, that's the intake.
Scrub that from the record.
I'm looking at box.
Intake, we're just going to put the cone filter back on and have done with it.
I wish we had a cone filter to put on, but we don't.
Sorry?
We don't have a cone filter. We've got to build an intake. It's one of those teggy through PM things. You have to cut his bonnet as well, I think.
Kevving?
Cut bonnet?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Kevving?
Hello?
What's wrong with this filter on the back of the car?
Huh?
There's like an airbox and a filter at the back of the car that looks like it just bolts straight on.
Oh no, me fucking about, don't worry.
Oh, wrong intake.
Not sealed.
Oh dear.
Have you got a battery ratchet down there, Kevin?
No.
Have you got any will to live down there, Kevin?
It's fine.
More than usual.
It's dying, Dan.
Head torch. Because Dan is putting on this big white bumper.
Can you get a touch?
I got it. I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious. The car is on the ground, the bumper is on, the gearbox is on. We have airbox. Oh, I need to cross that off the list. List, please. Oh, I can't reach the list because there's a damn car in the way. Engine oil I've done. Intake gearbox done.
Check the oil natural flat.
We've got one big job to do.
Max.
Bleed coolant. Bleed coolant will have to be a tomorrow job, won't it?
Yeah, good one.
It's Sunday morning. But not the same Sunday morning as it was earlier this morning. It's a bright, fresh Sunday morning. The car is on the trailer. The equipment is packed. And we are circuit bound. Finished.
What are you asking me?
Oh, nice. Everyone's firing on all cylinders this morning.
Ooh. Considering 4 hours sleep.
4? You had 4?
Yeah, it was about 150 something, and then the alarm went off at 6.
Nice.
Oh, that's very empty. Doing tricks.
Kevin's car is on the move. Kevin is looking sexual there. We are officially en route. Goodbye, men. See you at the circuit. We're back at Brands Hatch in the paddock, but now we've got full suite. We've got Kevving, we've got Josh, and we've got Mr. Sylvester. Everything's running fairly smoothly at this stage because Kevin's not present, which always helps. So we're just trying to get the car ready for him. Just had a small coolant explosion over here because we needed to bleed that up. But time check, 9:15. Qualifying is at 10. It's much nicer this morning than it was yesterday morning. We'll report back when everything's ready to go. So that was quali done. Kev and Josh both made it all the way through to the end. Here's Kevin now. And Josh, I believe, will already be out of the car over here. Hi, Kevin. Happy?
No.
Why? Oh no. Okay. Good session, man.
Look how close me and Nick.
I know, 10th in it, isn't there? It's crazy. So Josh qualified really well. I think he's in 5th, which is very good. Very similar to his result in the race yesterday because he finished 4th and one of the cars that qualified in front of him had to retire from the race yesterday. So bang on the pace as he was yesterday. Kevin is... I don't know. I'll find where Kevin qualified later and update you. The EG is going to get some alignment checks done because Josh said it was a little bit pushy in a couple of places, and Kevin's going to try and get an alignment as well. Kevin's car lost third gear, but luckily nothing to do with the gearbox build, just the clip, the horseshoe clip on the shifter cable has ejected, and we can fix it. So he will go to the ball. When Kevin came in, he was very sullen, as you saw, but big relief. That's a good sign for today. It's going to be a good day after all.
And even if it isn't, we get to drive around in circles.
You do.
Oh well, you get to be.
I get to walk up and down this giant hill numerous times.
Go over there and watch it. Through paddock. No, not feeling it.
It's not the same. You've got to get to a good viewpoint. Wheel aligning. Safe to say the HCR EG gets quite a lot of attention in the paddock. All day long there's just been a crowd of people staring at the front of it, and I don't know why. It just looks completely normal. Look, just a normal car. Why would anyone want to look at this? We're just finishing up the second alignment of the day, and we've dialed in some spice at the rear. We've raised the ride height a little bit and put some toe out on, which is exactly what Dan did to his Civic at the last race meeting at Mallory Park. You will have seen that, and that worked. That was Brand's.
Well, it was fine, but you'd have to change it.
Oh. Correction from the editor. Brand's hatch, Dan had to dial in a bunch more turn in, and we've just done the same formula on Kevin's car, so hopefully he can get it to rotate now on entry, because that's what he said he was complaining about on there. He just couldn't get it to turn in, but once it was turned in, it was good.
I'd like to do the front.
He'll do the front.
Where's Kev? Got 2 tyres. I need to hire someone to take my GoPro out and change the battery while I do the rest of the car.
Yeah, we can make sure that happens.
You want to put on my charger batteries in it? I don't. You want to put on my charger batteries?
So tell me again, you want to just move all of this so that it's centered? Yeah. Instead of just letting him have the steering wheel at 12:05?
I think it does more than...
No further questions, Your Honour. We shall begin.
I think it does more than what we're saying. It's like, only from when I did the Rogue MR2, I think it makes a difference.
If there's a man who knows, it's Mr. Alignment himself. He's done a lot of alignments. I don't know if you're aware, but he likes it.
I do actually like it.
So he wants to do some more.
Yeah.
Onward. We had a lot of time, but now they've called the race early, so we've had to cut short the alignment of Kevin's car, and we're just now rushing to get everything ready because they've been called in like 5 minutes or something daft like that. So there we are, best laid plans and all that.
Right chaps, this is Joe from the future. I'll level with you, I actually started this video in July last year, or whenever it was that this was. It's now March of 24 and I'm just finishing it. So some clips have gone missing and some clips are out of order. I'm not really sure what was going on the day, I can't remember. So here is some random clips, some race clips and some vlogging from the rest of the day. Hope we can get through to the end of the video, but if not, fuck it, the first half was done 6 months ago, so that's all right. I'll muddle through the rest of it and see how it goes.
It's all go in the paddock just now. Josh is getting a few things put right on his car. We're just about finished lining Kevin's car. I know we did the front, we've done the rear again, we've done the front some more. You know how alignments go, that's just the way it goes. Kevving, as ever, is supervising. Yes? It's 2:25. We'll be called to assembly in approximately 10 minutes. Everybody's ready to rip-ish. Kev's car is now complete. Kev has upgraded from supervising to snoozing. Would you like us to make any changes to your damping rates, sir, now that you have a new alignment?
3 softer all round.
3 softer all round?
Yeah.
Even though the front was very soft to help the pitch?
Wasn't very soft.
Okay, thank you. One, 2, 3. straight past. Yeah, see you down there. Cheers. We've just removed the bonnet from Josh's car after a P3. Oil cap has left the chat completely and there is oil everywhere, but
active weight reduction.
Yeah, dynamic weight reduction throughout the race to just help him get down to that 50-second lap, which he'll be absolutely buzzing about. Yeah, a lot of oil everywhere, but luckily still enough in there to continue the lubricating.
Yeah, it's well over max.
It's well over me. Yeah, that's all right.
I'd have been swerving all over on the straight.
Never has a t-shirt been more appropriate.
Wow.
Right, come on, we're going to miss
the
Super Tourers.
Trendy filming. And obviously we've been really busy, haven't we?
Normal filming you're doing?
No, it's trendy filming.
Trendy filming, I see.
This is the trendiest.
Come on, stop distracting him. I want to watch Super Tourers. Prawn won the race. Look at him, flash bastard with all his trophies on top of his car. Hi Nick, I can see you're totally free for an interview.
Hello.
You won the race, well done.
Hello. Yes, let's go with that narrative. I like that one.
That's the good narrative. That's what happened this weekend.
No, it isn't, Joe. No, it isn't.
Nick, you won the race. Well done.
I'm full of sadness and woe. No, I came second and overtook under yellows, and the Clark switched position.
No, you said in the interview after that you definitely didn't do that.
No, I was pretty confident I didn't.
You made it clear that you just got ahead before the yellows, and then he had to slow down behind you.
I got ahead before the yellow that I was looking at. Not the
Yeah.
one I didn't see.
Damn.
So we're
Well-
all friends. We've swapped. We're shaking hands on it.
Never mind that.
That's how it goes.
Here's some internet glory for you. Nick won the race on the road.
There you go. We'll take that.
The overtaking under yellows is irrelevant because
Class win. Points is no different. So
the trophy's smaller, isn't it?
trophy's smaller, but hey.
But yeah, good to see you this weekend, mate. Car looks really fast.
Okay. Thank you very much, mate. Convince Josh to come here all the time.
I think that little trophy he's got on the back of his car might just push him in that direction.
You get third in the last race.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to come.
And I think that he might purchase some components to make that engine a little bit more competitive.
Yes, well that is a problem.
It'll be a problem for you.
We'll have to have words about that.
Yeah, good to see you. Car looks good. We'll maybe see more of Nick in the future. Nick does have YouTube. He's got more YouTubes than me, so I don't need to plug his channel. But hey, Nick, have you got more YouTubes than me or less?
What on?
Have you got more or less YouTubes than me?
I don't know, I've got like 7.
Oh, Nick's got way more YouTubes than me, so
You've only got 5, haven't you?
Nick's gonna tell people on his channel about me. Don't worry about going on his if you watch my channel and not his. It doesn't matter. It's fine. His car's just like a posh VW or something. Well, chaps, that is the end of a successful weekend of racing for everybody. Josh, P3 in the last race. Kevving arrived and drived and finished both races today. We'll blot yesterday from the history books. It's not required. Everybody had a great time. Everybody had fun. And now I'm going to drive home, which is 4 hours from here. So wish me luck. And we'll see you in the next one, which is likely going to be next week. Cadwell Park, Dan's racing Hot Hatch. That's home turf for me, so that'll be a nice easy one. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Anyone who wants a t-shirt that says Spectrum on it, just get at me and I'll sell you one. That's not a problem. We'll talk more about that later, but yeah. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Put it in your car.
No, put it in my car's full. Fill it up yesterday.
Any closing words for the vlog?
Thanks.
Excellent.
Can we dump the fuel in the car, Kevin?
Any closing words for the vlog, Kevving?
No.
Bye, Josh.
Don't go yet. I need to put the strings in your car.
Bye, Josh.
For the vlog. Bye.